Greetings from LA, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. So, I am just in the midst of doing some rearranging, not anything of severe consequence, I would say, but new shelves or a new shelving arrangement. So, I'm now able to put. It's not quite there yet, but it's almost there. Just trying to figure out what to do with a few other items, but more or less the titles that I was able to bring over with me from Japan to the US are now here. So more or less in view, I think. So it's nice to be able to have them here accessible in this manner. So starting, I think, if I were to, let's see, oops, there we go, around here where my finger is pointing, that's the start of the Criterion spine numbered section. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's around here. That's where the Samurai trilogy is. Let's see, around there I think is going to be the Pasolini film Salo. And if you go down there, there's going to be the early DVD of Alphaville. And if you go to the next where you'll have here, I think this is going to be around the 50s. I think Brazil is going to be around there, and then all the way down to these shelves here. And then up here we've got, I think it's like the 240s or 250s, I want to say, something like that. So you'll find the Cassavetes set, and then going down here, and then let's see, there we go. I guess I could turn around and do it, but anyway, I'm trying to do it in this way. So here we go. And that's where the, what was it? This is the 550s. So I think you'll have, for instance, the let's see, the Noel Coward set, House. I think House and the Night of the Hunter, I think, are going to be in the shelf down there. And then going down through the Zatoichi set's going to be around here. There we go. And then the like, and then all the way to here, which is, there we go, here. And so we have some of the newer releases up to. It's not within view because I'm still trying to figure out where to put these discs here, but you'll have some of them. Here we go, the most recent, or some of the more recent releases from this year, aligning the shelf here. So that's the situation. There's some other shelves out of view here, but that's just the situation here. Just in case anyone's interested. I don't know if you are interested. If not, that's okay. But and I was. It's now Tuesday, so. Tuesday the 14th of November, and so I went to the Barnes & Noble again today, and earlier this evening, and I was able to find on the shelf this, which is the 4K UHD release of The Last Picture Show. But I want to show you something which is very exciting here. So I've pulled from the shelf the earlier America Lost and Found BBS story set, which is a great set, by the way. And one of the reasons why I pulled it out is because among the titles that are included is The Last Picture Show. And this is the earlier Blu-ray release of the director's cut. But what we have here is an interesting situation, because with this new release, you can see that it somewhat replicates the older cover art design, The Last Picture Show. It's a very significant symbol among many other things. But something that's different, of course, is, and I'm going to use this pencil here. It says The Last Picture Show, and it also says here plus Texasville. So I haven't yet put this in the player. I've just returned from the Barnes & Noble about an hour ago, so I haven't had a chance to watch this yet, but I'm very curious. I'm a very big fan of The Last Picture Show and Texasville, which is a very fascinating follow-up to The Last Picture Show. But there are different versions of the film Texasville on here, so I think this will be my next film to watch, in fact. I'm very curious as to what this is about. So, I mean, I've seen the film many times, but I'm very curious as to how it looks in terms of the this release, because there are two versions of Texasville that are made available with this release. So, very exciting indeed. But in any event, that's my little my little treat for the week, I suppose. Just to let you know, in case you're interested. So that the Barnes and Noble sale, while I'm speaking, yes, it's still November 2023, so it's still ongoing. So I was able to get this 50% off at my local Barnes and Noble. So I was very happy about that. I hope you're enjoying the Barnes& Noble sale online or in-store visits, whatever the case may be, for those who are able to partake. If not, that's okay. There are many other options in the world to be able to enjoy and access Criterion titles. But for those who are able to enjoy the Barnes& Noble sale, I hope you are enjoying it. But here's my latest purchase from the Barnes& Noble local store where I am. It won't be the last purchase, I think. I think I'll make a couple more stops before the end of the month. But in any event, this is the latest. So I think as far as the titles are concerned, yes. Um, yeah, I haven't yet explored the Texasville versions here, although I've seen the film many times. I haven't yet watched it in the context of this particular physical media release. So I'm looking forward to that very much. So. And in case anyone is interested, I'm still working on the Sideshow Shockers set, the Todd Browning set videos. They should be up very soon. I was planning to do it over the weekend, but I apologize. Certain things came up. And then also The Others, and which is it was very exciting to be able to revisit that film in the context of this recent Criterion release. And then also the film, which is Nanny, which I saw for the first time with the Criterion release, and I must admit, the film Nanny took me by surprise. I was very surprised as to how it turned out. It went in certain ways that I wasn't quite expecting. So. And then the Jackie Chan set. So I'm very pleased to be able to say I got the Jackie Chan set also at my local Criterion. So I'm not my local Criterion, my local Barnes and Noble Criterion sale. So that's the state of things. But it's already November. Can't believe it. Time flies. Time flies when one is having fun, I suppose. So, but how are you? How are your Criterion purchases? I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you're finding what it is you're looking for, that you're able to access or order, pre-order, or browse, or whatever the case may be. I very much hope so, my dear friends. Even if it's browsing or window shopping and the like, that's always a lot of fun. So I hope you're enjoying it. In the Criterion mood or Criterion spirit, I suppose, I was just rearranging the shelves here. So it's not quite done yet, and the setup isn't quite finished yet. So I apologize for the haphazard look of things. I guess I usually look this haphazardly, but I apologize for this. It's not quite finished yet, but it's still a kind of work in progress. But just wanted to let you know about that. In the midst of rearranging or reshelving my Criterion physical media titles, I was and also 'tis the season for Criterion with the Barnes and Noble sale that's happening while we speak. I was just going through some titles, and I was just thinking, oh, this would be nice to watch again, or that'll be nice to watch again. So I was watching, what was it I saw the other day? Black Moon, the Louis Malle film from the mid '70s. So that was also a great rewatch. It's quite a unique film in many ways. If you haven't seen the film Black Moon, so that's also very interesting work. And also Lonesome. Yes, I was just rewatching Lonesome here with this great Blu-ray from back in the day with a lot of features in terms of other films that are included. So I always like it when Criterion includes a full-length feature film or two in its Criterion supplements. Speaking of the Last Picture Show, I mean, the Last Picture Show here, this new release, it's two films for the price of one, where I guess if you count the different versions of Texasville, I guess it's more than two films for the price of one, in a manner of speaking. So. But I always like when Criterion does that. I mean, they don't do that often, but they do that with things like that, like the Hitchcock film The Lodger, or things like that. So, but they don't often designate an independent spine number for those separate films. So, for instance, I think Texasville here doesn't have its own spine number, unfortunately, but that's okay. But anyway, yes, Lonesome. So that's a great early mostly silent film, but there are a few sound moments there for those who know it. It's quite a lovely, precious film. So yes, I was just rewatching some titles. It was a nice trip down cinema journey memory lane, in a manner of speaking. So it's nice to be able to revisit these titles. You know, at the moment, I should say I haven't yet subscribed to the Criterion channel, the streaming services, right? Criterion channel. So I'm still with the physical media selections here, but I suppose that's okay. I mean, I'm very pleased with the offerings so far. So as I mentioned before, I'm a fan of the Criterion collection. So and I'm enjoying. Not to say that I have anything against streaming services, but I think it's I don't know. I should try to get around to it because I know there are a lot of titles that are available through the Criterion channel that are really, really hard to find actually on physical media. So I think it's definitely worthwhile to do this. I just don't know when exactly I'll be able to do it. It's just a matter of paying. If I pay for the subscription, then sit down and watch the film. So it's a matter of trying to find the time, in fact, to watch these films. So I just want to be sure I'm in a good enough scheduling space to be able to pay for it and then sit down and watch it, rather than pay for something that I won't be able to enjoy the full benefits of by not being able to spend the time that I want to be able to watch the films because of other things that are in my schedule. So it's just one of those things. Nothing philosophical for or against. It's just a matter of the practical needs of time management on my part, which I admit my time management skills are definitely lacking. They've always been lacking throughout my entire life, but in particular now, given this move. It's been a few months now since my family and I moved here, but still, I admit it's there's a lot of exciting things, a lot of things not quite still trying to get used to. And then now with the end of the year approaching, my goodness, a lot of things are happening. So yeah, just trying to keep up and catch up with things and the like. So that's I don't even know what this is. This is I don't know. This is not like a channel update. Well, I suppose it's a kind of update because I'm showing what I'm doing with the shelves. This is what I was doing for the past few days, um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what. We'll see. I suppose, but it's like, yeah, it's. I guess it's a channel update if you're interested. So, I will try to upload more videos. I know I've always been saying this. I'm just about ready to continue on with the De Palma film discussions and the Cronenberg film discussions and the Angelopoulos film discussions, but then for one reason or another, those video discussion preparation times elude me as always. And again, that's part of my own poor time management skills, so I apologize for that. But I'm doing my very best, and I'm getting a number of comments from people who are mentioning what it is they're getting or planning on getting from the Criterion Barnes and Noble sale. So I'm very pleased to hear that. Sounds like a very exciting time for Criterion, for many a Criterion fan and many a cinema lover. So I hope you enjoy it, my dear friends. I very much hope you do. So, I think for me, that's about it for now. So, as I mentioned before, I'm just gonna start to wind down here, and maybe before I go to sleep, if I have time, I'll try to put in some Texasville time. I'm not sure which version I'll opt for. Maybe I'll opt for, you have your choice of the theatrical version or the original theatrical version or the black and white version of the director's cut. So, wow. Wow. Can't wait to talk about this film, by the way. Last Picture Show. What a film this is. It's a very powerful film. It's a type of coming of age film in many respects. And it also is dealing with a lot of issues of angst and identity and this idea of belonging or not belonging, as the case may be, and sort of reckoning with those ideas, as well as passions and sort of social niceties or the lack thereof, and a type of reckoning with one's present and future, and past for that matter as well. There's a lot of issues with characters in their past, very, very powerful points indeed. So, but anyway, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself before we talk about this, this film proper. So I'll try to get the video up very soon. But before then, there are the videos of the Todd Browning films, and then the others, and Nanny, and then the Jackie Chan set, and then the Last Picture Show, this new release. And then, of course, next week, I think we've got a whole bunch of new Criterion releases in store for us, I think, with a number of very notable ones for the month of November. So looking forward to that as well. So and then I'll try to come up with some more videos. I think there might be a Criterion announcement. I don't know, fingers crossed, about their upcoming releases. We'll have to wait and see about that. But in any event, I very much hope that this video finds you well, my dear friends. Again, sorry for this haphazard setup. It's not quite finished, but this is just a work in progress. So, but also an opportunity. Let me use this as an opportunity to say hello, touch base with you, my dear friends. I hope all is well. I very much hope all is well. And I hope that you continue to watch a lot of great movies, including films in the Criterion collection and beyond, as the case may be. So whatever suits your needs and mood and frame of mind at a given point in time, my dear friends, whatever fits your tastes and sensibilities, and whatever brings you to heights of sort of imaginative and creative flourish and excitement and provocation and feeling and manners and debate, and like whatever you are in the mood for at a given moment in time. I hope that you find a great film to watch, and if you do, please let me know. I'm always in the mood to hear what it is you have to say about this great thing, this wonderful thing that we all love, which is cinema. So with that, my dear friends, I hope that you are well. And until the next one, my dear friends, please continue to be happy and healthy and well. And please keep on watching a lot of great movies, as I've mentioned before, but it's worth repeating. Keep on watching a lot of great movies. I'll see you at the next one, my dear friends. Cheers.